Alternative development timeline. If the Wii U sold way better, here's a detailed alternative development timeline for the Wii U, reimagined as a far more successful system called Nintendo Cafe – copyright, codename Wii HD, with development beginning immediately after the Wii's launch in 2006 and strong market performance. Alternative development timeline, Nintendo Cafe – copyright, codename Wii HD 2006. Immediate post-Wii planning. November 2006, the Wii launches to massive success. Nintendo leadership quickly recognizes the coming transition to HD televisions. An internal task force is formed under Project Cafe – copyright, also informally referred to as Wii HD. Goal: create a true successor, not just an add-on, while preserving the Wii's broad appeal. Early philosophy: Full HD output, 720p/1080p. Stronger third-party support. A controller that expands gameplay without replacing traditional controls. 2007. A concept hardware direction. Internal prototypes explore HD capability iGPU, multi-core PowerPC-based CPU, increased RAM to match HD needs. Nintendo experiments with dual-screen gameplay concepts, inspired by the Nintendo DS. Early controller ideas include a tablet-style controller with a screen, optional motion controls rather than mandatory motion. Third-party publishers, EA, Ubisoft, Activision, are quietly briefed on HD plans. 2008. A controller breakthrough. Developer buy-in. A working prototype of the Cafe – copyright controller emerges. 6.2-inch touchscreen, dual analog sticks, full button layout, appealing to core gamers. Nintendo positions the controller as a second screen, not a replacement TV. Optional for developers. HD dev kits are distributed early, giving studios years of lead time. Nintendo commits to modern engines, Unreal Engine, Unity, earlier than in real history. 2009. A software strategy takes shape. Nintendo begins HD development on Super Mario HD. Later worked onto a new 3D Mario, The Legend of Zelda, HD prototype. Mario Kart HD. Nintendo establishes clearer internal HD pipelines and tools. Online infrastructure planning begins much earlier. Unified accounts, digital storefront planning, friend lists and messaging baked in from day one. 2010. A official reveal. Nintendo Cafe – copyright. E3 2010. Nintendo officially unveils Nintendo Cafe – copyright. Messaging is clear. The HD evolution of Wii plays Wii games. Next generation Nintendo console. Hardware specs are openly discussed to avoid confusion. Strong third-party presence on stage confirms support. Launch window announced for holiday 2011. 2011. 8 launch market impact. November 2011. Nintendo Cafe – copyright launches worldwide. Key features at launch: 1080p HDMI output, backward compatibility with Wii games and accessories, robust online store and digital downloads. Launch lineup includes new 3D Mario, Mario Kart Cafe – copyright, Zelda HD. Launch window: major third-party titles, Call of Duty, FIFA, Assassin's Creed. The system is clearly positioned between PS3 and Xbox 360. But uniquely Nintendo. 2012. 2013. A strong momentum. Sales outpace real-world Wii U significantly due to clear branding, earlier HD adoption, strong third-party parity. Developers embrace asymmetric multiplayer, off-TV play, DS-like gameplay ideas. Nintendo expands digital services and introduces system-wide updates. 2014. 2015. A peak of the Cafe – copyright era. Major releases: Super Smash Bros. Cafe – copyright. Splatoon. Earlier debut: Mario Maker HD. Nintendo Cafe – copyright establishes a strong identity as family-friendly, developer-friendly, technically relevant. Lifetime sales surpass 60 million units, preventing any failure narrative. Long-term impact on Nintendo's future. No emergency restructuring needed. Nintendo transitions smoothly into its next system. Proto-Switch concepts begin later. Hybrid ideas are explored optionally, not as a survival move. Nintendo remains competitive in both hardware relevance and software innovation. As a bonus, I've added the Switch timeline, and this universe below is a clean continuation into the Switch era. Assuming the Nintendo Cafe _ copyright, Wii HD, was a success and Nintendo was not in crisis, while still logically arriving at a Switch-style hybrid system adjust later, stronger, and more deliberate. Extended alternate timeline. From Nintendo Cafe _ copyright to Nintendo Switch 2015, a post-Cafe _ copyright success. Early hybrid curiosity. Nintendo Cafe _ copyright has sold 60 million units worldwide. Unlike real history, Nintendo is financially stable and confident. Internal R&D teams began exploring unified hardware concepts. Portable plus home console convergence, ARM-based mobile chip experiments. These projects are exploratory, not urgent. The term NX is used internally, but not as a replacement, more as a long-term evolution. 2016, a Project NX becomes a real platform. Nintendo notices strong mobile gaming growth, declining dedicated handheld margins, players wanting flexible play styles. Leadership approves Project NX as a successor to both Cafe _ copyright and 3DS. Not rushed. Lessons from Cafe _ copyright. Clear branding is mandatory. No confusing controller messaging. Decision. The tablet is the system itself, not a controller. 2017, a hardware architecture finalized. Nintendo selects NVIDIA Tegra as the core SAC partner. Key design goals: seamless dock, undock, unified account system, building on Cafe _ copyright network IDs. Traditional controls first, motion optional. Prototypes confirm. Portable play at 720p, docked play up to 1080p. The system is internally nicknamed Switch due to instant mode changing. 2018, a software alignment quiet transition. Major Cafe _ copyright titles continue to release. Mario Kart Cafe _ copyright Deluxe. Splatoon expansions. Nintendo begins shifting internal teams. Handheld teams merge with console teams. First Switch native titles enter full development. The Legend of Zelda, Boundless Wild, not a launch scramble. 3D Mario Switch project. Third-party dev kits distributed much earlier than in real life. 2019, a official reveal. Nintendo Switch. E3 2019. Nintendo reveals the Nintendo Switch. Messaging is crystal clear. Our next platform plays anywhere, one system. Cafe _ copyright owners are reassured. Ongoing software support through 2021. The Switch is positioned as evolution, not replacement. Premium Nintendo experience. 2028 launch of Nintendo Switch. March 2020, Nintendo Switch launches worldwide. Launch lineup, stronger than real timeline. The Legend of Zelda, Boundless Wild. Launch title, Super Mario Odyssey, polished, not rushed. Mario Kart Switch, enhanced Cafe _ copyright engine. Strong third-party support. Capcom, Square Enix, Ubisoft. Pandemic era demand accelerates adoption. 2021, a 2023, a unified Nintendo era. Switch sales rapidly surpass Cafe _ copyright lifetime numbers. No Wii U-style branding confusion exists. Key releases: Splatoon 3, Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Metroid Prime 4. Not rebooted. Nintendo sunsets Cafe _ copyright online services gradually, preserving digital libraries. 2024, a 2025 e-transition toward Switch successor. Nintendo announces Switch 2, working title, earlier and more transparently. Backward compatibility is guaranteed from day one. Cafe _ copyright's success is remembered as the bridge that made Switch possible. Nintendo's first HD confidence era. Key differences from real history. Real timeline. Cafe _ copyright timeline. Wii U rushed. Cafe _ copyright carefully built. Poor messaging. Clear branding. Crisis-driven Switch. Confident revolution. Weak third-party. Strong continuity. Split dev teams. Unified earlier. Long-term outcome. Nintendo becomes a platform company, not just a console maker. Less reactive, more strategic. Switch still becomes a phenomenon, but as the third step, not the emergency reboot.